Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of 3 Brothers War draft. Saheeli. Played against her a couple times, haven't played with her, so looking forward to that. Multicolor card, we can look at the uncommons too. Recruitment Officer is excellent, Soldier deck is very solid. Regardless of what colors you're playing, I found the Soldier archetype just be really good. Blanchwood Armor, haven't played with it. I think I played against it once, kind of promotes the monocolor deck, which is doable. I've gotten to do the mono red once, and it was actually okay. Stern Lesson, Wing Commando, these are great cards. Argothian Opportunist, also good. Bitter Reunion, better than I gave it credit for. Lauren's Escape has proven itself to be very good, although I seem to have a hard time fitting it into the deck. Thraxodemon, good for the sack deck. Recluse is playable. Worker's playable. That's about it for this pack, but we'll take Saheeli. It's a mythic. Spits out 2 evasive creatures with haste at the very least, and then draws some attacks. Good card. All right, follow-up pick. So, uncommons, we have Bushwhack, Self-Assembler, Battlefield Butcher, Mass Production. None of them, unfortunately, go with Saheeli. But otherwise, we have Combat Courier, which is good, Stern Lesson, Whirling Strike, which I actually like. So the question is it worth it to perhaps... I mean, we could take Self-Assembler. That does technically want to be in the same deck as Saheeli. That's true. We could take it. It is a pretty good card. You end up with 1 other assembly worker in your deck, and you're usually pretty happy about it. And it's a 5-mana 4/4, not bad. Bushwhack, maybe the best of the picks in here. I just really like this card. It's both a removal spell and find land. I'd like to play Saheeli. Or we could take Stern Lesson, which is a common, but very good. Card advantage, ramps. I might just take the brown card here, because it's also card advantage. It's more expensive, but like I said, you end up with 1 assembly worker, and you're sitting pretty good. Okay, the pick here. Well, uncommons, we have Ornithopter, which we don't want. Take Flight, playable. Great Desert Prospector, not as good as it reads from what I've found so far in the format. Warlord's Elite is excellent. Great Soldier. We have Curate, Third Path Savant, playable. Subjugation, some blue removal. Well, I don't love Subjugation, but we could take it. It does deal with things, and you can tap things down too. Not very good against the sack deck, but does deal with things, and it does it for a relatively low cost if you're trying to hold out long enough. Certainly not the strongest card in this pack, which maybe you just take the Warlord's Elite and splash Saheeli. I guess, you could do that. It's true, because Warlord's Elite is definitely the best card. I think I'm just going to take Elite because it's so good. You playing this on turn 3, which is totally possible, really is a big-time game changer. And it's great with Recommission. Recommission on Warlord's Elite gives you a 2-mana 5/5 back from your graveyard. Really good. Flow of Knowledge. Someone told me I need to be drafting this and not passing it, but I don't know. Definitely seems like a card that was made for monocolor. I mean, you need at least... Gosh, I would want at least 5 islands to feel good about it, I think. I mean, 3 islands, it's draw 3, discard 2 for 5. That's not even that good. Maybe 4? Draw 4, discard 2, I guess, is okay. It's not terrible. But then you need 4 islands. Like, it's a lot of buildup to get that going. Cliff Stomper is actually an excellent card in mono red, but probably not that great outside of that. Machine Over Matter is not bad either. I maybe just take Disenchant. Disenchant is basically hard removal. We might wheel the Recommission. Thorn of Amethyst was the rare. We don't want that. But Disenchant is basically hard removal in this format, so I like that. Okay. Choices now. So Perennial Behemoth. So if you have Evolving Wilds, it's actually not bad. You can just play a land every turn, which is kind of sweet. Arbalest Engineer is a card I like. And Falashi Dragon Engine. Not bad either. I guess technically we could play red-white splash blue, or we can do blue-white splash red, but with Disenchant and Warlord's Elite, we're going to have to go ahead and, just play those. So could take the Amulet. That's actually a fine pick here. Ends up being a decent beater that can gain you life. It comes down earlier than the Dragon Engine if we don't end up red. I mean, I probably just want the uncommon here. I think I'm going to take the Dragon Engine just because of the evasion aspect of it. Playing it cheap, playing it late, both are good. Playing it late, much better. So Power Plant Worker is an assembly worker for our self-assembler if we wanted to do that. Chain Dancer gets double strike. This card is kind of deceptively good. And then our uncommon's pretty unimpressive. Forging the Anchor, except if you're playing against me, then you automatically get 5 artifacts off the top of your deck. But if you're me, then you'll probably end up missing for 3 mana. Audacity. I guess we could take the Power Plant Worker. Remains, it's brown, it's playable. Not giving up anything too crazy for it. I guess that's acceptable. So Llanowar Waste doesn't really help us cast anything. Second Disenchant, honestly, still fine. Rock Hunter here too, but I'll take the Disenchant. It's very good. I don't know if I want more than 2, but I'm okay with 2 for now. So Lay Down Arms, technically playable even outside of monocolor. Another chance to get On You Let. Maybe I give Lay Down Arms a chance. Does deal with mana value and not like power or toughness. If you end up splashing, though, you're probably not super thrilled about it. But, I mean, if you're dealing with a 2-drop for 1 mana and exiling it, maybe it's okay. I'll give it a, I really haven't played with it much. I've played against it and actually thought it played pretty well. And I'll take it over an Amulet because we already have, we're starting to get there on our 5 drops already. Or we could take Tower Worker here. Not a terribly exciting pick, but otherwise I could take Bitter Reunion, which isn't bad either. But Tower Worker ramps us towards our 5s and something to find with Self-Assembler. Not the most amazing find with Self-Assembler, but hey, reach is not bad and getting extra bodies is not bad either. All right, we can take Amulet now, or we could take the Whirling Strike. I like Whirling Strike. I don't know what our second color is yet, though, so I'd probably just take another 5-drop. Starting to get a little heavy on the 5-drops, though. Well, some late blue cards that are actually pretty good. I may take Curate here. I kind of like this card. Supply Drop is not bad either. It's a combat trick that can draw you a card. But I'll take Curate over it because I feel like... I've played Supply Drop quite a few times, actually, but I feel like it's okay to just do that here. I'm going to take Recommission, I think, over Machine Over Matter. Like I said, this card is just excellent with Warlord's Elite, but it ends up being a pretty good res card a lot of the time. Machine Over Matter is actually pretty nice too, but none of these cards matter for us. Maybe if we had a sack outlet, Sibling Rivalry would do something. It doesn't matter what I take here, I don't think. I'm not going to play the Drake, so we'll just cut red. All right, last pick, playable red card. Maybe that's the sign we need that we should just be red-white. Okay, well, I love Paratrooper, and I think I love it more than the uncommon Officer, even though Officer is very good too. Paratrooper is just one of those cards that really kind of just does everything you want it to. Gix, or is it Gi? Probably Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. So when creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life if they do draw. It's very good. But I'm not going to full-fledged flip the deck here. So I think we just take Paratrooper, be happy about it, take it over the Officer. Excellent card. Much better if you have a bunch of tokens, but it's not too late. And it's also a soldier. It's just good. Just very good. Evasive, 7 mana, you get surprise pumps and stuff. Well, Lauren's looking really good here in a deck that's already got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. Horn Stone Seeker's excellent, but who knows? We got a last pick playable red card. Maybe we wield a Stone Seeker too. Or maybe someone else jumps into red soon here. We'll see. But I'm going to take Lauren because I love this card. We don't have any other legendary creatures yet, but still early, and there's plenty of uncommon ones. So let's take Lauren. It's just a great card. Very, very good. Static Net. I don't get to play with this very often, and it's also an excellent card. I love the Cohort. I love the Elite. I'd want both of them in my deck, but Static Net deals with everything, and you gain life too, and you get a power. I mean, you just kind of get everything with this card. So life, deal with a threat, and ramp, which all is useful for our deck. So we're going to take it. Obliterating Bolt. Well, there's a good pickup for us. Going to take that over the Disenchant, the Foundry Inspector, and even the Machine Over Matter. I think we're going to wheel something we want here, but pretty happy. I feel like I've never gotten to play Obliterating Bolt either, oddly enough. All right, Thopter is not a bad card, but I think I like Elite more. Elite, honestly, is not looking amazing here just because we don't have the cheap stuff yet, but it's early. We can still pick them up. Like, you really want a good amount of 1 and 2 drops so you can just power this out for an efficient cost. But I think I like it more than the Thopter, even though Thopter's colorless and has Unearth. At this point, I feel pretty confident in saying we are, and then we get Iconoclast, great card. Pretty confident in saying that we are white, red, splash blue. Really hopeful we can find a way to splash Saheeli because it's not looking like it's happening right now. Probably another Rock Hunter, unless I need the Whirling Strike. We're at 10 creatures. I love Whirling Strike, but I said I needed more 2-drops to make these elites happen, so I think Rock Hunter is the correct pick here. Love Iconoclast. Great card. I don't think I'm going to splash it, though. Another Paratrooper. Excellent pickup for us. Otherwise, Survivor would be good, but Paratrooper's better, so we'll take that. Juggernaut in here, too, but I've already got 3 5-drops, so I think we're looking good there. All right. I don't really need any of this. I'll take the Chain Dancer. Playable 4-drop to Soldier. Right now, we have pretty good Soldier count. We just don't have anything that rewards us for soldiers. If we open the Soldier Lord, we could, if we're already splashing for Saheeli, could totally splash for that too. So Scrapsmiths can find some things in here. It also makes Recommission slightly better, feeds the graveyard. Could take Aeronaut's Wings. It actually makes Warlord's Elite cheaper, so I kind of like that. I like having 1 Wings in the deck too. Sometimes just getting that evasion going wins games. So we can play 2 recommissions. Definitely don't want to play any more than that. Much better with the self-mill, but it's just Warlord's Elite and Recommission were made for each other, so I think that makes sense. All right, Bitter Reunion, totally fine pickup here. Another card that can combo with our Recommission Warlord's Elite. Discard an Elite, draw 2, play the Recommission, get it back as a 5/5. Not great, not terrible, but hey, get use out of your discard. All right, we'll take a Juggernaut. I mean, it's a totally fine card. It's just we're up to 4 or 5 drops already with only a Static Net and a Tower Worker to ramp into it at the moment, so would like a little bit more. I'd say, considering we're looking more beat down, the Juggernaut's probably going to be better for us than the Onulet, but maybe they're both better than Power Plant Worker because they have Unearth. I don't know. I mean, Animation, probably the best card in the pack, maybe. Scrapsmith will take. We don't really have sacrifice stuff, and Scrapsmith's actually pretty good for this deck. Last pick playable card is a great sign. All right, Battlefield Forge, get some fixing, but going to take that Vanguard. This is one of the stronger cards you can get. I'm going to take it over Explosion, too. Just an amazing card. Super, super strong. It comes in buffs, and then all future creatures come in buff. Pretty good chance we don't need to splash Saheeli now, and we can just stick to red-white. So yeah, taking it over removal and the fixing. Hoping to get that Forge back. Mutt would be a nice thing to wheel as well. I like the Mutt. But that's a pretty easy pick for us. So we don't need 3 recommissions. I personally love Scrapwork Cohort. I think Pyrrhic Blast is not bad either. We do have decent bodies to throw, but I'd probably prefer the Cohort. This is just an amazing card. You get multiple bodies, so it really synergizes well with Vanguard. It synergizes well with Paratrooper. It has Unearth. You get more bodies. Just really just clutters up the board. So hoping to get Whirling Strike back because I really do like Whirling Strike a lot. Makes cards like Rock Hunter much better too. Temporal Anchor. Wow. Well, we're already in splash mode, so I don't think that's happening. I could take Aeronaut Cavalry and basically move into a... How many... We have a good amount of 2-drops already, so I don't think we need the Vanguard. And Cavalry is amazing in this deck with 10 soldiers already. So we can start cutting out our other 5-drops, I guess, that we don't really need. Dragon Engine can still make this deck. But maybe we wield a Vanguard too. I actually like Vanguard, but Cavalry is just excellent here with all the soldiers we have. So Blitz Automaton's actually not bad. It beats down pretty effectively. I don't think we need the Black Blade reforged. I could take Argivian Avenger. It's 6 mana, but I really like this card a lot. The fact that it can get evasion is nice, and Death Touch to stop baddies. It's pretty versatile. It is expensive, but not a bad card. It's an okay topper. Probably slightly more exciting than Automaton. Automaton is just nice because it really can make your deck more aggressive. Maybe we want to be a little more aggressive and take the Automaton, because the prototype is pretty nice. And I think we can cut a lot of top end in this deck. Like, we can take Rock Hunter here. And at this point, probably just start cutting 5 drops we don't need. I don't even know if we're going to do the self-assembler. We'll see. Well, Mishra's good. It's got haste. I probably don't need a 3rd disenchant. And it's also a legend, so it's going to synergize with Lauren. So that is all good. We'll take it. Air Marshal, certainly a good soldier would be for this deck, but we're not going to take it. So Onslaught, I don't think so. Could take the Inspector, but honestly, I think we might end up cutting a fair amount of our late game artifacts. We'll see. Maybe not. Could take the Architect. It's another way to get evasion. It's just... I think I'll take the Inspector. I feel like Architect never really ends up making the cut, but... Alright, I guess we'll take Raise to the Ground. It's at least a sideboard card. Alright, we got the Battlefield Forge back. We don't need it as bad now, but there's nothing else we need either, so we'll take it. I mean, it's free fixing. And if we can cut this curve down, then we're looking good. So we don't need any of these cards. I guess I take Sibling Rivalry if there's something I need to steal. I don't like Lay Down Arms as much in this deck. If we're beat down, you really don't want your opponent gaining life. Removal-wise, what are we looking at? A static net and that's it? That's not that much. Military Discipline is technically a combat trick, so I guess we could take it. I mean, it actually works. It's only a one-time combat trick is the problem. But still, I mean, it's like a wants to be a Whirling Strike but not kind of card. It is a permanent buff, I guess, so we can try it. Sometimes you need a combat trick when you've got 3 ones. Don't need any of these cards, I guess. Doesn't matter what we take then. Don't need any of these. We'll just take the uncommon. All right. So looks like the deck is okay. Not bad. Didn't end up with a reliable way to splash Saheeli, and we have too many playables as it is, so I don't think the splash is the way to go here. So we'll dump that plan. I don't mind keeping some 5 drops, and these are 3 drops too, so actually our curve is not terrible, just like this. I probably do still want to do 17 lands, so we can cut some creatures here. Artifact count is 8, so depending on what we end up with. Because Self-Assembler, currently, if I cut the Power Plant Worker, can only find the Tower Worker. So maybe I want to keep Tower Worker. Tower Worker's not really working with this plan, though. So I can also just dump the Self-Assembler plan. Like, it's nice that Tower Worker can ramp into Hardcast Dragon Engine, but I mean, if I'm playing 17 lands, I'm going to be able to get to 8 mana on my own, so, and 7 mana on my own. And the fact that these have Prototype means I don't have to get to them either. That's the beauty of Prototype. So just looking at creatures to cut because we've got more than enough. I could cut the Chain Dancer. It's very good with the Cavalry, and like I said, it's good with Vanguard too. It plays pretty well. I just think we can cut it because we don't need it. Scrapsmith, I probably can cut. I do like it with Recommission, but I don't know if we're going to play 2 Recommissions either. Like, it's nice that it generates some card advantage or gives you a 3-2. Both of those are decent, but I could see cutting it. I think I'm going to cut Lay Down Arms. I don't want my opponents gaining life. We just look like we really need to get as much damage in as we can. So I'd rather... Oh, we have Obliterating Bolt too, and the 2 Disenchants. So our removal suite's not bad. Static, Net, and 2 Disenchants, and an Obliterating Bolt. That's not bad. So we're already down to 18 creatures. We cut 3 more, and then maybe we cut 1 recommission. I don't know if we need 2. So if I cut 3 more creatures, it kind of feels like it's probably a Scrapsmith. Maybe the Foundry Inspector. I like Foundry Inspector, and it does, once again, make some things cheaper, but like Inspector into Juggernaut's kind of nice, but I don't know. I feel like we can cut it. I also want to keep all of my cheap stuff for these 2 elites. Like, if you ever get to power out elite, you're pretty happy. Artifacts, creatures. So, yeah, we want to keep all of these. So I should cut 1 more creature probably. I kind of want to keep my 5 drops, because Juggernaut looks like it has to attack each turn, but it can get some damage in. Slap a little Aeronaut's wings on it. Oh, let's see. The weakest creature in the deck. Maybe it is the Juggernaut. Could be the Automaton or the Dragon Engine. Probably the Automaton. It's nice to have a little more big finishers. I don't think I want to cut Survivor. I could cut 2 non-creature cards and just run, because I kind of like all of our creatures. So I could cut Military Discipline, because I don't think this card's amazing. It is a pretty nice combat trick with 3 Rock Hunters, though. 1 mana to just get 4 power first strike, and it's a combat trick, and then you have a 4/1 reach attacker. I do kind of like that. But it may be smarter to just cut maybe 1 recommission and a Military Discipline. That just kind of makes sure that we still have enough top end, because we're running 17 lands. So I want to make sure I'm staying busy late. And currently all we're doing to stay busy late is Cavalry, Juggernaut, Automaton, Dragon Engine, and that's it. So, all right. And I guess Paratrooper, if you end up with 10 mana, you can pump twice, whatever. So I like this deck. I think it looks pretty aggressive, so that's good. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we'll play first. Oh, yeah. It's a keep, all right. Guess we're going Rock Hunter and Rock Hunter. Hopefully not trading with a 1/1 here. Ooh, Cavalry, that's a good one. Usually not the best to play Lauren as a hill giant, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I can actually disenchant that, but I probably just trade and then play another Rock Hunter. Ooh, they're missing a land drop. Well, that's cool. So we can attack and then do recommission and get our Rock Hunter back as a 4/2. Keeps us busy. And if we get another land, then Cavalry is get a 5/3. It's pretty good. Sure. Well, we have Disenchant for that, so do I want to discard any of these? Well, I want to get in for 4, so I think we're gonna disenchant. But do I discard Lauren? I guess I could. I could also just be a little more patient. The problem is I don't really want to be patient because they're missing land drops here, so kind of want to take advantage. I guess we can discard Lauren because I want to play Cavalry next turn, so I just don't want to draw 2 lands. It's tough. All right, that actually worked out okay. I'm happy enough with that. So now we can do Cavalry and attack for 5. Oh, good. Yeah. That's their best play. We're looking real good right now. So we'll do the flyer. Could have actually done the Juggernaut there, but just take full advantage of the extra counter from Cavalry. Guess we're one shy of lethal, though. No, that's not true. I could draw a land, Juggernaut plus Bitter Reunion, and we definitely have lethal then. All right, doesn't matter. They missed a bunch of land drops, so not much to say there. They're playing black, white, and look like have some sacrifice stuff going on. Harvester's just whatever, a solid 2-drop, good ability. And Recommission, yeah, looks fine there too. So, and Aeronaut's Wing. So, not a ton of information given. All we really know is Disenchant currently does have targets, although hitting an Aeronaut's Wings with Disenchant, not my favorite. Although they can equip the Aeronaut's Wings attack, and then you disenchant it, and then you can actually block it as a ground guy, which is nice. Raise the ground. No, we already have the disenchants, which are probably better in most circumstances currently. So not enough information to do any switches. I guess we could swap into the military discipline. It does actually look like pretty good in that circumstance. Like I could swap a disenchant for it, but let's hold up on that. I want some more information. I'm not in love with this hand, but we will keep it. Alright, so now we can either do Dragon Engine or Mishra on turn 3. I guess I'd rather do Mishra if I can. Yeah. I think I'd rather do Mishra because it's got haste, so I can get some damage in here. Unless they have Disfigure or whatever. Sure. So they wouldn't have been able to disfigure Dragon Engine, but no biggie. Symmetry Matrix. Well, I can static net that. And it actually ramps towards Dragon Engine. And if they play it this early, maybe they really can take advantage of it. So I'm actually gonna... This is a little bold, but I'm actually gonna do it. I mean, yeah, I think that's fine, actually. All right. So that's fine too. 6 mana. Guess we just bolt and then Paratrooper. So we're 1 mana away from the big dragon now. Oh, I was gonna say they tapped our mana incorrectly, but the truth is it actually didn't matter because we wouldn't have been able to cast the Rock Hunter anyway. So let's see if they have a trick of some sort here. Sure. Trawler, it's a good one. They get something back here? Nope. So land, we get to do engine. No land, we'll do Rock Hunter. Disenchant, not bad either. Might just kill the Trawler. Lesser mana value, so it's 3. So they actually can't get the supply drop back with it, which is good. Lesser, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Guess I'll just disenchant Trawler now. So I can... I think my creatures are more valuable right now than the disenchant, so... Ooh, recommission. Can I get anything back? Paratrooper. Well, that'll do. So we have 7 mana, which means we can actually recommission Trooper. And we can attack, and I don't really want to trade my Rock Hunter for a Locust here, so I'm actually just going to attack for 3 and then pump with the Paratrooper. Reprint. I guess not really a reprint, but like a, you know what I'm saying. Ooh, good value there. Basically divination plus remove a Paratrooper. It's pretty good. Oh, well, another Paratrooper, huh? All right. Well, I guess at this point I'll offer the trade. Guess I should have waited because they'd probably have like another supply drop or something, but whatever. Because I don't know why they would block like that otherwise. Old double striker, huh? It's pretty good. So we got our 8th mana. We'll just play the big fat dragon engine. That way we've got a whole boatload of lethal in the air. So they could recommission the Locust back. Still would have lethal in the air. So they're going to have to do better than that. So we'll take 6. We can supply drop, we'll take 10. Ooh, they get lifelink too? Wow, look at that. Nice one. So Thresher is not lethal, I guess. That's good. So what are we up to? We're up to 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I can't double pump with Paratrooper. I can pump 4 times with Dragon Engine, though. So 4, 9, 12, 13. So we're short of lethal. So I could attack with everything. They block my biggest guy, and I double pump, and they only take... Oh, I can't... 6, 7... I can only pump once with the Paratrooper. So block the biggest thing. They only take 8, 10. So it's not lethal, so we're not going to do that. I guess the best play is probably get in with the Dragon Engine and just pump a bunch. Or not a bunch, but... Let's see, 5, 7. So I can pump one more time and still have enough to pump with Paratrooper. Yeah, that'll do. All right. We'll see you for the next one. Okay, round 2, we'll play first. Looking good. Bitter Reunion into Automaton. Sure. I forgot. Do we have double red and double white? I should check. No double color, but slightly more white. So I suppose we'll discard a red, even though both of these, I guess, take red. But now we'll definitely discard a white. All right. So can do Automaton, or we can do Rock Hunter. Both options are decent. Rock Hunter, the thing is, Automaton can be bigger later, but it can get damage in now. I think I'm actually going to play the Rock Hunter. I like the idea of potentially doing Automaton next turn, or saving up till 7 if we have something better, whatever. Oh, they're not even going to pay the... Oh. Well, jeez. Might as well keep it back as a blocker now. We've got counter, sure. So, could see myself maybe casting Dragon Engine. Oh, well that's nice. So I think we cast Dragon Engine. We get in for 3. And then I'll disenchant the Subjugation at the end of their turn. Or blow up an artifact that they play. All right. I'm imagining them just not seeing their second color, in which case, not too much information given. So this shouldn't be too busted against us, although we actually have some enchantments they can counter too, as well as the artifacts. Subjugation at least is a disenchant target. I'm going to assume there's more in there. We'll find out. As far as remaining sideboard cards go, well, not enough information, so I think we just run it back. All right, this hand is certainly keepable. If we draw a Coreless Survivor or whatever, we'd be looking real good, because we get to go that into Paratrooper into Elite. As is, we get to play... Oh, well, this all worked out just fine. We get to go Paratrooper into Mishra into Elite. I'll take that. Bulwark. Pretty good looking, actually, here with Mishra. So I'm not going to be able to... Oh, well, now, change plans. I want to keep the aerial beats going, so we'll pass, and then we'll do Paratrooper, and then I guess we can jam out a... Jam out an Elite if I want. I suppose... Oh, well that's good too. Can I do both? No. Alright, well, let's just jam an Elite. So we'll get in with 1 Paratrooper. And then jam Elite. And then next turn we can disenchant plus Mishra. That's pretty good. They're digging for land, so really lucked out with our opponents. Oh, they don't want the land though? Oh, they want their other color. Jeez. Sure. Well, I think we just found a new subjugation target. So I don't... Or disenchant target, rather. So I don't have enough mana to do the Vanguard plus the disenchant. So I think that we are just going to... Can disenchant the Bulwark too. Kind of tempted to just do Vanguard. Because then I can take advantage next turn of Disenchant plus Mishra. But, yeah, I see the problem too. I think I'm actually going to do Vanguard. It just, the earlier you get this down, the better. So, and I can always disenchant the, you know, subjugation next turn. Obviously not as good because then I can't untap, but... Alright, well, we've had 2 opponents miss a bunch of land drops, so I guess I should thank my lucky stars today, huh? Or my opponents should be really mad at their unlucky stars. Alright, we'll see for round 3. Got a good keep here. We don't get a turn 3 elite, but we get a turn 4 elite. Turn 4 4/4s are still good. Even this late. Get a little information here. They do, not me. And a free card. All right. They know about our static net. So we have Rock Hunter coming up. Ooh, mirror match. I smell a mirror match. So we'll do our Rock Hunter. Paratrooper's very good, obviously. 3 color, huh? Alright. Vanguard is great draw. So, guess we can do Bitter Reunion if I want. I don't know what to discard, though. All these cards are amazing. I don't really want to discard the land because we need that. So that makes it a little tricky because we can't do Elite either. And I can't do Elite next turn if they trade here, which it kind of seems like they want to trade because they didn't attack. Well, I guess I still want to make this trade. It's just a little bit awkward. Not as good as I want. Maybe they have a Whirling Strike or something. I don't know. No. So, once again, I could do Bitter Reunion, but, geez. I don't have anything I want to discard. It's a tough one. Maybe they just have another Paratrooper. That would make sense. Liberator. That's a good one. So I have Static Net for that, I guess. Could do that next turn. Otherwise, I kind of want to get the Vanguard. It's Vanguard, but Vanguard's not good when you don't have any other creatures either. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. So let's do Vanguard now. And that way I can do Cavalry or Elite next turn. Obviously, would like to draw the land for Elite if I'm going to do that. But can do Recommission as well. Technically could do like Recommission plus Bitter Reunion. But if I draw the land, I'm going to either do Cavalry or Elite. Probably Cavalry. Alright, well, I mean, the good news is I can Static Net their Static Net. So I guess that works out okay. And I have 2 Disenchants. I guess I'd rather disenchant their Static Net if at all possible. So maybe we just do that. And that way next turn... Or I could take out their Liberator. But I have Cavalry, so I'd rather take out their Static Net, gain life. Get my dude back. Wish I had haste, but it's alright. Now I have artifacts I can tap too for Elite. That's good, actually. That's pretty good. And Recommission on Rock Hunter at least like gives me a blocker. Alright, they disenchant. So I'm going to take out my Vanguard again. Hmm. 4/4, huh? Alright. 15. So we got the land. So 5, 6, So 4 for that, and then so recommission plus elite. No, I don't want to do that because then I have to tap my dude. So I guess we just recommission Rock Hunter for blocks, and then we just play another Rock Hunter. Unless I want to discard it to Bitter Reunion. Admittedly, it doesn't do that much. But I don't want to just draw lands either. Alright. We'll do Rock Hunter. I got to draw a lot of cards off of that, though. It's pretty good. All right. Well, now 6. Can do Cavalry and pump our Rock Hunter. I think we'll do that. Gives us a flyer, gives us a blocker. Can I do Cavalry, land? I don't have enough to do Cavalry plus Elite, though, right? I don't think so. I still need 3 mana, which I won't have. So let's do Cavalry, pump Rock Hunter, pass. Because I'm definitely far enough down on the race right now where I don't want to get in and have them smash back. Sure. So, are they going to get a 2/2 or the planes? All right, 2/2. Well, I think I'm willing to trade. Getting it for 3 for 2 is not great now either. Kind of odd that they offered that trade, to be honest. Oh, the recommission. Now it makes sense. If they wanted to just recommission it. No, they just have another elite. All right. Well, Automaton, I do have the mana for that, so... Let's see. If I drop full cast Automaton... get in for 9, trading 9 for 6. I think we'll do that. Unexpected. All right, Paratroopers, obviously wonderful. So I don't want to discard anything to Bitter Reunion, so I think we just attack for 3. So it's probably worth our time to try and eat the Chaplain, which means I just hold up the Paratrooper. But they could have their own Paratrooper too, but... yeah, I don't know about that. Honestly, maybe it's not worth going for the trick. I think we just power out some dudes, to be honest. Let's just power dudes out. This makes more sense to me. Like, eating the 2/2 flyer would be nice, but I kind of want to just get in there. Well, we're still winning the race, so I'm going to hold off, save the Obliterating Bolt for something bigger. Like a giant Cinder Maw, for example. Yeah, and we can do Bitter Reunion, discard the planes. Got the dragon too, that's nice. Kill Cinder Maw. So technically, if we draw another land, we have lethal with Engine plus sack this to get haste. Disenchant's probably what we're looking for here. All right. So Disenchant currently deals with Static Net, Liberator. Those are the only two. Oh, Take Flight. Never mind. There's some good targets here. Good enough where we're going to have to do it. Take Flight is less of a good target. I mean, it's still a good target, but you can't like let them attack first and then do it because then they get to draw the card. So it's not as good. Still very important here, obviously. And they have their own Disenchant too. So they're looking like an aggro deck as well, aren't they? And they have multiple elites like we do. They have their own paratrooper, so pretty similar deck. Could do the lay down arms, actually. We only had 3 planes that match, but lay down arms is going to deal with elite, too, for 3. Yeah. I think them gaining life is less. I think we do lay down arms here. And I might cut 1 disenchant. Swap that. Actually, I usually like cutting Aeronaut's Wings. And I like that more. I kind of like Aeronaut's Wings here, but it's going to be too slow, I think, against what our opponent's doing. We want to kind of just make some tactical good plays here. I could actually cut Mishra for Scrapsmith, although this just rummages. Rummaging is very important. Even though the 2/1 body's not that great. I was thinking this gets card advantage, but this just gives us card quality. So it's probably, hopefully, equally as good. I think we're going to stick with this. I could dump the recommission, but it's still pretty powerful. Because their removal is what? Unleash Shell, Disenchant. All right, we'll try this. It'll do. Bolt into Automaton, not bad. I guess I can't really, with different mana cost, it's not going to let me res it because it's, or maybe it does because it has both mana costs. I mean, it has both mana costs on the right side. On this left side, it only has the 7 mana cost. So I think it only has the 7 mana cost for recommission, unfortunately. Sure. I mean, I could take that out so they'd keep off their mana, but they still have to pay 2 for that mana, so I'm not going to disenchant that. Cindermaw, so that's getting obliterated. And then we can cohort next turn. There's the elite. So, ooh. Oh, Battlefield Forge kind of hurting us a little bit there, aren't they? Well, it's all right. I can do cohort and offer the trade. I'm okay with doing this trade, especially since, I guess recommission doesn't work there, but that's all right. I mean, we definitely still make the trade if they offer it. Yeah, we would have made this trade anyway. Even without the pump, we would have made that trade, so that works out fine. All right, so we still want to power out lands. That thing has first strike, though. So I need 4 to take out the Vanguard. 4 planes. So I guess we just hang out here. So play the mutt and get in for 6, I'm guessing. Huh. That's weird. Oh, they just screwed up. All right. Well, that's good for us. Ooh, they have 2 cards in their hand they like too, huh? All right. Well, we got Survivor of Corliss, which actually keeps the mutt back. Hmm. I think we do Cohort. For 3. And we'll do Survivor. And then pass. Guess we'll take 5. All right, Bitter Reunion. I guess at this point we'll probably dump the Disenchant. I don't want to, but... All right, well, Static Net's good, actually. At least then we can take out the Vanguard. And then if we get a land, we can take out the Elite. Got Lauren's Escape or what? Alright, well, we'll take that. Got Paratrooper here. Disenchant. Alright. Sure. I mean, a lot of goodies on both sides here. So we'll probably chump the Elite. Take 5. So we have our own elite now, which is good. And we do have laydown arms, but only managed to find 2 planes this whole game. Dang. Battlefield Forge is hurting us pretty bad here. So I guess I do elite plus Rock Hunter. I guess that's the best I got. Well, recommission's not looking so good. At least not in the opener. Nice one. Oh, let's see. So double block there. All right, well, I found the 3rd planes. That's good. So we can at least, I guess, exile Liberator. And guess we recommission the elite. And we'll do the survivor at some point here. Nice one. Ooh. Perfect mana and 3 creature drops this turn. Nice. I'd probably put it on the courier if I were you. Just diversify the damage. There you go. Smart one. Good choice. Good choice. Attack with Vanguard. Get the kill. Come on. You can do it. No. Don't even want to get the kill. All right. I mean, I get it. You're going to win anyway, but kind of just drags the game out longer than it needs to. So Disenchant and Rock Hunter. Well, Disenchant doesn't do anything, so we don't want that. Rock Hunter blocks Flyer, but I have to block 2 flyers, so I guess Rock Hunter technically isn't going to do it either. I guess we can do Mishra and discard Blitz Automaton. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think there's anything we could draw here that does it. Certainly not a land. All right. Go to game 3. And anything we want to do differently? Lay down arms. Maybe we dump the, geez, if I dump Battlefield 4, it's just going to punish me, isn't it? Maybe I just swap lay down arms for discipline. Maybe we just try discipline. I mean, lay down arms just unfortunately was just not good enough there. I could dump recommission. It's not a bad card. Maybe I dump the recommission and we'll keep the lay down arms. We'll try that. We'll try that. Because recommission just kind of sat in our hand that whole game anyway, so let's see if we can do better. All right, that is a keep. Not the best hand I've ever seen. A little bit slow, but probably doing a turn 3 Dragon Engine, I guess. Yeah, that's not bad. Not the most exciting Dragon Engine I've ever done, but gives us a flyer. It's inflatable. Can't complain about that. All right. Could lay down arms that. I don't know if that's worth it though. Probably not. All right, well, lay down arms looking better this game at least. That's good. And discipline's looking kind of good with Juggernaut too, actually. That's nice. Elite. All right, well, here's the good news about Elite. Gone and dealt with. So we'll get in for 2 here, I guess. Alright. I guess that's a good sign. Ooh, Stoneseeker is a good one. Alright, 5th land. Huge. Huge draw there. So let's get Juggernaut going. Because Cavalry doesn't have an actual target yet. And this way, who knows? Maybe they'll drop something that can block Juggernaut effectively, and then I'll get to military discipline for good value. That would be nice. Guess they could static net, but then we at least have disenchant. That's good. Kind of want them to play like the worst. I mean, they could do like, all right, that's fine. That's doable. All right, so let's get in. And then we can do the discipline here. Try to. Do I want to play the cavalry? I think we do. All right, wish I could do something about that. Can't, so we just get 2 for 1 and be unhappy about it. Take some damage, play the cavalry, pass. Have to take 6 here. So, unfortunately, even after their mulligan, we're just not able to keep up with their plays. So, not happy about it, but it's just one of those things I can't do anything about it. We didn't see Deadly Riposte until game 3, so I couldn't even play around it. You know, we know they have Disenchant. I'm taking 6 here, so now I have to go on the defensive. They have more cards in hand, even though they mulliganed. Just a lot of things for me to be unhappy about right now. So with 3 pumps, we can at least pump the Dragon Engine 3 times. So we'll leave up Disenchant and 3 pumps. And then they use their own military discipline. All right. This game's pretty frustrating one. This was a pretty frustrating one. They blow out my, and then I end up losing against their military discipline. Wow. And they're on the mull. This was a painful one. And then they tap all my red mana, which isn't what I wanted them to do. All right, so I think we just block like this, take 5. Which means I'm gonna die to Stone Seeker if I don't find a blocker. All right. Probably have paratroopers or glass guard. All right. Well, got whooped there. Pretty unhappy about it, but that's the way the cookie crumbled. I guess I used all my luck up in the first 2 matches with my opponents getting mana screwed. So, oh, they're playing around something we don't have. Well, I guess I feel good about that. In case I draw Mishra, maybe I hold on to the planes here. So Lauren getting back Dragon. All right, all right. That's good. Still not attacking in case they have removal. Okay, say draw removal, I should say. Sure. Maybe I shouldn't be playing land because of Mishra, but I guess they do have us here, don't they? Because I don't have the disenchant mana. And they can Bitter Reunion haste. Well, even our opponent playing around it, and we just couldn't quite overcome. But it's close. Man, just one white mana untapped. So I had to pay that full price for the thinger. And that really ended up costing me, unfortunately. All right. Ended up going 2-1. Thought the deck was good. I think our opponent's is better. They just had more things. More better things. And they even had, interestingly, they even had space for like Energy Refractor and 3-color in their deck. Shockingly, I have no idea how, since they seem to have like more red and white cards that were better than ours. So not sure how they found all that deck space, but they did, and they beat us. So let's do some pack one, pick ones here. All right, pack one, pick one. Altar of Dementia is a pretty sweet card, actually. You can just mill your opponent out. I wanted to play that too. Otherwise, it'd be an easy Liberator, which is also very good. All right, pack one, pick one here. Easy static net, just great removal. Got to play it this draft and do a lot with it. All right, pack one, pick one. What's this do again? Look at top card, cast artifacts and colorless from top. Pay 1 life, exile top. This is not a bad card, actually, especially in this artifact format. I feel like a lot of times this... I would say Mystic Forge is probably worth taking over Saheeli. If you get like 8 or 9 artifacts, you can really just go off and play a bunch. And if you get any more than that, I mean, I feel like you're just playing a lot of cards from the top of your deck. Maybe it's wrong, but I feel like it's probably pretty good. Here, pack one, pick one, kind of all around unexciting. Maybe I would just take the rare 2-drop 3/3. I like Demolisher, but this format's fast, so it's tough to get to 7 mana if you don't have Prototype. All right, pack one, pick one here. Probably the Stern Lesson. You know, Alloy Animist I haven't seen much of, but it's probably a little clunky. Stern Lesson's pretty sweet, though. All right, pack one, pick one here. Probably the... Actually, I like Crusher quite a bit. Could take the Locust too, but Crusher's pretty sweet. Prototype on that is nice. It attacks as a 4/5, 4 mana 4/5. Blast Zone, you could take it. You can run it in any deck, and it can blow up things. It's a little slow, but it does deal with... It can be good in the right situation, and it doesn't take up a slot in the deck. Kayla's Reconstruction. So 3 white, look at top 7. X artifacts, creatures, mana value into the battlefield. It's kind of cool. I guess if you're playing enough 1, 2, and 3 drops in your deck. I mean, there's nothing else here I really care about, so maybe I'd give it a try, but 3 white can be tough. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.